Well, good morning, everybody, and good afternoon for my friends in the UK. It's so good to be here with you today. We also have some new friends, which I'm excited about, so thank you for joining. So I'm going to start today. I've been reflecting on Earth Day, and I know that took place last Friday. One of my favorite quotes by Thich Nhat Hanh is "Walk as if you are kissing the earth with your feet." I just love that. I love the gentleness of it. And with Earth Day, I thought it would be nice to share that with you this morning. Interesting thing that I learned last week that I did not know about is that Earth Day actually started after an oil spill in the Santa Barbara Channel back in January of 1969. So the Santa Barbara Channel is right out pretty close to where I am in Goleta, California, so close to Santa Barbara. And I was really surprised. I had no idea about that. And that remains the third largest oil spill in US waters in our history in the United States. So after the Deepwater Horizon fiasco and the Exxon Valdez oil spill. So I suppose the good thing about those tragic situations or tragic events is that it means that we were able to start Earth Day, that was born out of those tragedies. And that began 52 years ago. So I am inspired today, knowing that it was Earth Day last Friday, to honor Mother Earth with something called the 5 elements practice. I don't know if any of you have done that, but I'll just briefly give you an overview of what that is, and then we'll delve into it. So according to the yogis, it is this 5 elements practice is built on the 5 basic elements in our world, in our universe. They're called bhutas. There's earth, there's water, air, fire, and the 5th one is space. And they believe, the yogis believe, that developing a connection with all of these elements helps us to expand and harmonize our relationship with all things. And the more that we connect with these elements and comprehend the elements, the more that we understand and relate to the entire universe and to each other. So before we begin, I love to cover a couple of essentials with meditation. The first one is it's okay to have thoughts. Thoughts are natural. It's the nature of the mind to think, as it is in the eyes to see or the nose to smell. And so when you have thoughts, just notice that they're there. And when and if they are, which they typically are, just bring your focus back to the breath. Don't try too hard to have a certain experience. Just have the experience that you're having. There's no should or must or resistance to what's going on. Just welcome whatever is happening for you in a particular moment or in this meditation. Let go of any expectations. I always love to suggest that people invite a beginner's mind to meditation. Beginner's mind where you essentially haven't meditated before. This is your first time. So welcome whatever shows up for you. Always be kind to yourself, like a good friend. There's no right or wrong or should with meditation. Beating yourself up doesn't make the meditation any better. So be kind to yourself, allow whatever's here to be here. And finally, stick with the practice. So even if it gets challenging, which as you meditate over time, it can be challenging. It can be challenging in all sorts of ways. But the point is to show up as often as you can, ideally every day. And think about this as training for the mind. So just like you would go to the gym or go to a yoga class to build muscle or to build flexibility, this is a building of the strength and muscle of the mind. And so the more that you do it, the stronger that it gets. Okay, So those are some of the essentials. And today we'll be meditating for about 10 or 15 minutes. I will keep track of the time, so you don't have to worry about that. We'll be closing our eyes during the practice. So if at any time you feel uncomfortable with your eyes closed, you're welcome to open them. And you can do that for a few moments. You can close them again, or if you want, you can gaze softly at a point in front of you. So it really is a practice for you to do you. There's no expectation on my part. So welcome whatever happens. Okay, so let's begin. Go ahead and get yourself comfortable and relatively still. You want your hands resting gently in your lap. At your sides, on the arm of a chair, whatever is comfortable for you, and sit in a position that allows you to both be relaxed and alert, whatever that means for you. Go ahead and I like to suggest that you align your head, your neck, and your spine. Perhaps just move your shoulders just to get the wiggles out a little bit, your hands. And if there's anything that you can do in this moment to make yourself even more comfortable, go ahead and do it now. All right, and if you haven't done so already, you can close your eyes and simply begin the meditation by giving yourself some long, slow, and deep breaths in through the nose and out through the nose. And you can do this at your own pace. It's simply a signal to your body that it's okay to relax. There's nowhere to go and there's nowhere to be, just here in this moment. Allow yourself to switch from your mode of doing to non-doing. And let your breath now return to its natural rhythm and depth. Now bring your attention to the element of the earth. This element is solid and stable. Imagine, if you will, a feeling of heaviness filling your body from the crown of your head all the way to your feet. Let the weight of all of your organs, your bones, your tissues settle and ground yourself right into the earth. And in this moment, explore the feeling of density, this feeling of the earth that's solid and stable, as you tune into the sensations of being stable and unmovable like Mother Earth. Begin to release the density of the earth and the stability, and shift your attention to the element of water, smooth and flowing, flexible. Water is about allowing, surrendering, and going with the flow. And so now let your attention move freely through the body to any areas that might feel stagnant or constricted. And bring a sense of ease. Imagine any tension or any constriction floating through the river of your interior, shifting and moving and flowing out of the body into the earth. Mother Earth welcomes everything. And spend a few moments exploring this flow in your body, this ease. Now begin to focus on the element of air and your personal air element, your breath, your beautiful breath. Air is movable and changeable. It's light. Notice how it feels to breathe the body. Perhaps the breath is shallow or deep, long or short. Simply notice and follow your breath in and out of the body, feeling the fresh air on the inhale and the warm air on the exhale. Tune into the pauses in between each breath. Gradually shift your attention now to the element of fire. Fire is hot, powerful, transformative, intense. And tune into the sources of heat within and around you. Perhaps the sun on your face, perhaps the warmth of a blanket or your clothing. Perhaps it's heat in your heart or in your limbs. Notice the power that you feel, perhaps with the warmth and the energy of fire within the body. Expand that feeling of warmth and heat to all cells of the body. And if you notice your attention has wandered, simply bring it back to the feeling of warmth in the body. Like oxygen feeds a fire, redirecting your attention feeds your focus. Gradually shift your attention now to the element of space. Space is empty and without form. It's vast. Notice that thoughts come and go like clouds across the sky of your awareness. And notice the spaces of quiet in between your thoughts or your emotions. So simply for now, relax in the openness, the expansiveness, and the vastness of this moment, allowing everything and resisting nothing. There's no such thing as a distraction. If you notice a thought or an emotion coming into your awareness, let your attention be flexible. Let it float through like those clouds in the sky. And let your awareness expand in every direction. Now bring your awareness to all of the elements of the universe: the earth, the air, the water, fire, and space. Consider that everything that you experience, that you love, that you feel grateful for, is made possible by our incredible and life-giving planet. The air you breathe, the water you drink, the food that you eat, and the materials that build our homes, your home, the homes of all of the animals and birds, the fish. Take this moment to silently thank Mother Earth for all that she makes possible. Thank you, Mother Earth. Thank you, Mother Earth. Rest in this place of gratitude for another minute or two, and I'll keep track of the time. As this meditation comes to a close, I invite you to welcome some small movements back into your body, gradually tuning in to the sounds around you and resting in this place slowly, easily. It's important to come out of meditation gradually and slowly. There's no rush. When you feel ready, you're welcome to open your eyes. And today I wanted to share something as we close our meditation practice. It's from a book. I don't know if you can see this. Hang on one second. It's a book called Braiding Sweetgrass. It is
I've been reading it. Yes.
You've been reading it. It is such a beautiful and magical book. I'm going to go ahead. Hang on one second, Pam. I'm going to mute. Yeah. There is one of the chapters in here is called Allegiance to Gratitude. And there is a very long Thanksgiving prayer in here, but I wanted to read an excerpt because it really aligns with the theme of today's meditation. And it's a Native American Thanksgiving prayer. We are thankful to our Mother, the Earth, for she gives us everything that we need for life. She supports our feet as we walk about upon her. It gives us joy that she still continues to care for us, just as she has from the beginning of time. To our Mother, we send thanksgiving, love, and respect. Now our minds are one. There's a whole continuation of this poem, but I wanted to just read that first part because it is so beautiful and it articulates, I think, how despite all of the challenges that Mother Earth has faced and all of the destruction and difficulty, that we are still one with our Mother, and that she continues to give, and for that I am truly grateful. So thank you also for all of you for being here today and for meditating with me. For that, I am also truly grateful. Namaste.
I have to run. This has been wonderful. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Pammy.